What's happening with the next generation of 360 cameras feels different this time. Normally, hype builds slowly. A leak here, a render there, maybe some specs trickle out. But with the Insta360 X6, the conversation started way earlier, and for a good reason. For the first time in years, Insta360 isn't just leading the market, it's being challenged. And when a dominant brand starts feeling real pressure, the next product stops being just another upgrade. It becomes a statement. So the big question isn't just what is the X6? It's what does it need to be? Because let's be honest, most of the obvious upgrades are already done. We've seen ultra-high resolution. We've seen insanely good stabilization. Compact design is no longer impressive, it's expected. So where do you go from here? From everything being discussed, the X6 seems to be shifting focus. Not chasing bigger numbers, but delivering a better experience. Think smoother frame rates at high resolution. That alone could change how action content is captured in 360. No more compromises when things get fast. Then there's image quality, not just sharper footage, but better dynamic range and stronger low-light performance. The kind of improvements you actually notice in real-world shooting. And one of the most talked about upgrades. Color. Not just nice-looking color, but deeper, more flexible, professional-grade color that creators can truly work with. Because editing has evolved, and cameras need to keep up. But hardware is only half the story. What's really building excitement is the idea of smarter cameras. There's growing talk about AI playing a much bigger role this time, not as a gimmick, but as a core feature. Imagine shooting a scene and the camera already understands what matters. It tracks subjects automatically, finds the best angles, and even prepares a rough edit before you touch your phone. That's not just convenient, it changes the entire workflow. And honestly, it doesn't feel that far away anymore. Beyond features, though, the real expectations are coming from users themselves. People want tougher lenses, or at least easier ways to replace them. Because one scratch can ruin everything. They want faster transfers, quicker exports, and fewer delays in their workflow. They want better battery life, especially when shooting in high resolution for longer periods. And most importantly, they want fewer frustrations. Because at this point, it's not about adding more features, it's about removing the pain points. That's what makes the X6 so important. It's not just another product launch. It's a moment where Insta360 has to prove it can evolve, not just technically, but practically. Timing-wise, all signs point toward a 2026 release window, likely around the first half of the year. That would fit recent patterns and the growing anticipation. Price? Expected to go up slightly. That's been the trend. But also expect older models to drop, creating options for every type of user. In the end, the Insta360 X6 doesn't need to reinvent 360 cameras overnight. It just needs to refine everything that matters. Make it smoother, smarter, easier. Because today, capturing content isn't enough. People want a camera that simplifies everything, from shooting to editing to sharing. If the X6 delivers on that, it won't just meet expectations. It might reset them completely.